In a world saturated with noise, be it the relentless buzz of notifications, the chatter of social interactions, or the unending stream of information, silence can feel like an alien concept. Yet, this quietude holds profound potential, especially when viewed through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue, self-control, and acceptance of what we cannot change, teaches us that silence is not merely the absence of sound but a powerful tool for introspection, personal growth, and ego dissolution. The ego, our inner saboteur. To appreciate how silence can dismantle the ego, we first need to understand what the ego truly is. The ego is often described as our sense of self, shaped by our experiences, achievements, and societal roles. While a healthy ego can provide direction and self-assurance, an inflated or unexamined ego can lead to suffering, insecurity, and a desperate need for external validation. Imagine the ego as a castle built on shaky foundations. It craves recognition and accolades, often leading us to pursue fleeting pleasures and status. This pursuit creates a cycle of attachment and disappointment. The more we chase external validation, the more we find ourselves lost in a labyrinth of desire and dissatisfaction. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius recognized this trap and advocated for a different path, one rooted in virtue, acceptance, and, importantly, silence. The silent sanctuary. Silence serves as a sanctuary from the chaotic demands of modern life. It allows us to step back, observe our thoughts, and reflect without judgment. Here are several dimensions in which silence aids in dismantling the ego. Reflection and self-discovery. In silence, we find the space to turn inward. When we silence the external clamor, we can better hear our internal dialogue. This reflective practice is essential for self-discovery. Questions that may have been drowned out by noise can now surface. What are my true values? Why do I feel threatened by others? What motivates my actions? Through introspection, we begin to unravel the layers of our identity that the ego has constructed. We recognize that our worth is not contingent upon accolades or social media likes, but rather on our character and choices. This realization can be liberating, freeing us from the incessant need to prove ourselves. Detachment from external validation. The ego thrives on external validation. It seeks approval, recognition, and status. In a society that glorifies these pursuits, embracing silence becomes a radical act of defiance. By stepping back from the need for approval, we can cultivate an internal compass that guides us based on our values rather than societal expectations. Consider the impact of a daily practice of silence, whether through meditation, quiet walks in nature, or simply moments of stillness. Over time, this practice can help us detach from the desire for praise and status. Instead of seeking validation from others, we learn to affirm ourselves based on our actions and intentions. Cultivating humility. Silence also fosters humility. In the quiet, we are reminded of our place within the vast tapestry of existence. We are but one thread among countless others, each contributing to the beauty of life. This perspective encourages a sense of gratitude and diminishes the ego's tendency to inflate our self-importance. When we embrace silence, we open ourselves to the wisdom of the world around us. We become listeners rather than speakers, learners rather than knowers. In this space of humility, we recognize that every individual has a story, a struggle, and a journey. This realization not only softens our ego but also enhances our compassion for others. Emotional resilience and clarity. Silence fosters emotional resilience. In a world that often encourages quick reactions and impulsive decisions, taking a moment to breathe and reflect can transform our responses. When faced with challenges, silence allows us to pause, gather our thoughts, and approach situations with clarity and intention. This intentional pause cultivates a sense of control over our emotional landscape. Instead of reacting from a place of ego, defensiveness, anger, or pride, we can respond with thoughtfulness, aligning our actions with our values. The ability to remain calm in the face of adversity is a hallmark of Stoic strength, a strength born from the practice of silence. Enhancing mindfulness and presence. Silence enhances our capacity for mindfulness. In moments of quietude, we can immerse ourselves fully in the present. This presence diminishes the chatter of the ego, which often pulls us toward past regrets or future anxieties. By embracing silence, we learn to appreciate the beauty of the now. The rustling leaves, the warmth of sunlight, the rhythm of our breath, these elements come alive in silence. As we cultivate mindfulness, we become more attuned to our experiences, fostering a sense of connection to ourselves and the world around us. Practical applications of silence. Integrating silence into our daily lives may feel daunting, but there are simple yet profound ways to cultivate this practice. Here are some practical suggestions. Mindful meditation. Begin a daily meditation practice. Start with just a few minutes each day, gradually increasing the duration. Focus on your breath, allowing thoughts to come and go without attachment. This practice builds self-awareness and creates space for silence in your mind. Nature retreats. Spend time in nature without distractions. Leave your phone behind and immerse yourself in the beauty of your surroundings. Whether it's a walk in the park or a hike in the mountains, being in nature allows you to connect with the earth and experience the power of silence. Digital detox days. Designate specific days to unplug from technology. Use this time for quiet reflection, reading, or engaging in activities that nourish your soul. A digital detox helps diminish the noise of constant connectivity and allows for deeper introspection. Journaling in silence. Set aside time to journal in a quiet space. Write freely about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. This practice not only clarifies your thoughts but also provides an opportunity to confront the ego's narratives, fostering a more authentic self. Embracing solitude. Carve out moments of solitude in your routine. Whether it's enjoying a cup of tea alone or taking a long bath, these moments of quiet help you connect with yourself without distractions. Embracing solitude can foster a sense of independence from the ego's need for companionship. The journey toward inner peace. As we navigate the complexities of life, the journey toward inner peace can feel daunting. The ego often acts as a formidable opponent, leading us to pursue superficial goals and fleeting pleasures. However, through the intentional practice of silence, we can dismantle the ego's hold on our lives. Silence becomes a companion on this journey, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. It allows us to confront our fears, insecurities, and desires with clarity and compassion. By cultivating a relationship with silence, we begin to recognize that true fulfillment comes from within, not from the accolades, possessions, or recognition of others. Conclusion: the silent revolution. In conclusion, silence is not merely an absence of sound, it is a profound state of being that holds transformative potential. By embracing silence, we can dismantle the ego that often drives our thoughts and actions. Through reflection, detachment, humility, emotional resilience, and mindfulness, we can forge a path toward greater self-awareness and inner peace. As we integrate silence into our lives, we learn that true strength lies not in loud proclamations or the pursuit of external validation, but in the quiet acceptance of ourselves and the world around us. The Stoic journey toward wisdom and virtue is paved with moments of silence, each one a stepping stone toward a more authentic and fulfilling existence. In a society that often equates busyness with productivity and noise with importance, the practice of silence becomes a silent revolution. It invites us to pause, reflect, and engage with life on a deeper level. As we embrace this practice, we open ourselves to the beauty of existence, the depth of human connection, and the profound joy of simply being. By stepping into the quiet, we not only dismantle the ego, we also cultivate a sense of peace that resonates through every aspect of our lives. In silence, we find strength, clarity, and the courage to be our most authentic selves.